Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm in Vegas this weekend. I had to bring my quad here to get some work done on it, and brought my bike. So I'm out here tooling around. I did this ride yesterday and I decided I wanted to try and film it because I've had a lot of people ask me about trails for Vegas that are like beginner friendly or just like an easier loop. So this is going to be it. I'm going to hit Mustang, which is the beginner loop, and I'll also hit Cactus Slalom as an additional option if you wanted to make it, say, a little bit longer or experience just how rad Cactus Slalom is. And then I'll show you, on Trailforks and stuff, how I put the loop together. It's a pretty mellow. If you go slower, actually, I don't know. Like, I don't feel like it's mellow in the sense of like technicality and stuff, but man, you can get cruising, and it's kind of similar to the other one I talked about, where it doesn't really matter what your skill level is. I can remember being way beginner in hitting this, and I just felt like I was railing. So yeah, all right, let's get to it. I'm out at Late Night Trailhead here in Vegas. I'll try to get some like pano views of the parking lot. I'm in the dirt lot, because it is full. It's a packed house. But anyway, yeah, all right, let's get rolling. All right, here on Trailforks, you can pull up a Mustang loop. There's the parking lot you'll start in. Kind of make your way over here, turn right onto Mustang. That loops around. And then you can either take Cactus Slalom, which is right there to the right. I finally find it right there. And then make your way down and then choose your route back. I chose Rubber Ducky. I'll find it here in a second, right there. And then I made my way back to the beginner loop. Or you can just make it the Mustang loop as its own by itself. So either option is really fun. I'm showing you here where you could just make your own little beginner loop, but super rad. Hope you guys enjoy it. All right, so here's a trailhead. You can also start over there. You can enter the trail either way. I just chose this option to the right so you guys could see like the sign, the bathroom, and a little bit more view of the parking lot area. So either option works. I actually usually take the other one, but for today's purposes, it just felt like I should take this one. I'm also going to try and remember to put timestamps down in the description below in case you want to skip the climb. It's nothing too crazy. It's not super technical. It's very much like what you're seeing right here. But anyway, I'll try to put timestamps. That way if you want to skip to the, the downhill, the shreddy parts, that'll make it easier for you guys. From the late night lot that I just left, to the left there of the road is actually where you can connect up to Badger and then make your way up to 3 Mile Smile, climb up that, or I think it's Dead Horseman or Dead Horse something. Those are on the other side of the highway. There's also a connector up towards pretty close to where you turn onto Mustang, I believe, where you could also connect over to Badger or White Rhino. So stay tuned for that. I'll try to mark it up ahead. So like I said before, I'm going to try and remember to put the timestamps so you can click those if you want to skip ahead to where I actually turn off onto the more downhill portion of Mustang. But it does take me about 6 minutes to climb it. If you're curious, the climb is just like this, what you're seeing here, very gradual. I actually believe it's a great warm-up, and so I just like to leave this in and do a full pull. That way there's no like surprises. You know exactly what to expect. You get a full sense of the trail. That way when you're trying to make your decisions on whether or not it's something you want to ride, you could make an informed one. So hope you guys enjoy it. And like I said, that Mustang loop and Cactus Slalom, once you get to the downhill portions, are so freaking fun. So stay tuned. Thank you. Have a good one.
Enjoy.
It's a beautiful day.
Yeah.
I believe this right here is the turn for Viagra, another trail. It actually does link back up with Mustang, so it is an alternate option that you can use. You can see it on that Trailforks thing I showed you guys a little bit ago at the beginning of the video if you want to go back and reference that. But I elect to do the full Mustang, stay on it the whole time. And I also think that No, I think it's actually further down past the actual turn I'm going to make for Mustang, where you can connect back over to Badger and go through a tunnel and make your way back over to the other side. Woohoo! Made it. Always love seeing this sign because I know I'm getting close to the shreddy bit. So we're gonna make a right, and that puts us technically on Mustang. It's a little, I don't know what you'd call it. It doesn't get right into the super fast stuff yet. You got a little bit of meandering through here. But just forewarning, when you get out there, watch out for the cactuses. Like, keep those elbows nice and not super wide. I believe this right here is where Viagra comes in. So that's basically where, if you were to take that trail, where it would loop in. Have a good one. This is so freaking fun. Great one to practice bike body separation, leaning the bike. Like a warm-up or an introduction to 3 Mile Smile. My back is on fire. Ew. Hopefully my camera angle wasn't off. It's a little loose. You want to mind those front brakes a little bit. We're gonna do Cactus Slalom. Actually, I'm gonna adjust. I wanna make sure that this is on super view. All right, Cactus Slalom. This one's for you, Dustin. Oh my goodness. Well, my buddy always finds like the cholla. You can go as slow or as fast as you feel like. Yee. Lost some of my momentum. Oh, hello. Hi. Well, so much for a clean run. That sucks. I think that's the suckiest thing about these trails is I really wish these were downhill direction only. And I know that's kind of like messed up, but it's just like I just lost everything right there. And it really is it's shown on Trailforks going this direction if I'm not mistaken. But I get it. There's only so many options to get back out. In fact, I think I climbed this yesterday. Or no, I climbed Landmine. I don't know if Cactus Slalom ended back there or up here, so I'm gonna stop and take a look. At the next trail sign. It just sucks because I gotta pull it out of my backpack. So that sign says Ducky goes to the left and then Cactus Slalom is to the right, but I don't know if Cactus Slalom continues. I kind of wanted to do the whole thing so you guys could see it. All right, so Cactus Slalom keeps going down to Landmine. I was trying to do it all in one clean run. No stopping, but I don't know the trails well enough. And I don't want to create too much of a climb out if I don't have to, because I was thinking about doing this twice. The buy-in and buy-out's not horrible for the amount of flow you get. I mean, you could literally do that trail I just did with probably little to no pedaling. Oh, have a good one. Oh, I did the same thing yesterday. I was in like the wrong gears. Wait. I don't like to shift under pressure, if that makes sense. Like, which is probably over cautiousness. So I think this is Landmine now. Yeah. It's cold enough to make my nose run. So I wish we had signs like this in Havasu. It's rad. All right, I'm gonna end the video here. To try and keep the video short, I'm not going to include the climb back to the beginner loop. In fact, I'm going to now put us back to on the Mustang loop as if we hadn't taken Cactus Slalom. I did this in 2 laps, and so what you're going to see here is my final lap, taking Mustang instead of Cactus Slalom. All right, Mustang. This is continuing the beginner loop. Cactus Slalom went left. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Starting to get the water feeling down my legs. And so begins the climb. Again, it's not terrible, but it's definitely a little bit strenuous, especially for me and my current cardio / health, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely manageable though, and you can always stop and take breaks. It's nothing like super inclined. It's just a nice gradual, mellow climb back to the parking lot. Just one thing I will say on this trail out here is to just really try and keep your eyes up and ahead and looking through the corners, because there's hikers, other bikers, and there are also equestrians, so horses out there too. This is where that other trail met up. I came from the left. Oops. Hey. What I meant but was too out of breath to talk about was when I took Cactus Slalom and then took Rubber Ducky and took the connector to meet back up with this trail, that's where it spit you out at. It was just on the other side of the road. You cross it, kind of gave me more of a direct shot onto this instead of having to come around from the right. Mind if I squeeze by you guys real quick? It's me again. I made it back. Thank you guys. Thank you. We all made it back. I came across them out on my first lap when I took Cactus Slalom way out by Landmine. And they were such a hoot out there, just having a good time, and they were such a pleasure to come across. So it was cool to see them again. Hello. They did a nice long hike, damn. That's freaking rad. Like he's out, Arlene! Damn it, get off the trail! That was cute. That was funny, I was just sitting there thinking, I'm like, watch, I bet you I might come up on those people finishing their hike. I might try raising my bars up a little bit. And if you wanted to do another loop, you would just go to the right and continue on. All right, just finished up the ride. It was really fun. God, that trail is so freaking rad. I love it, love it, love it. Enough to climb it and do it twice. On the Intense. Definitely one of my favorites out here. I always say I'm gonna go do a different trail system when I come to Vegas, and then I just have such a hard time not coming out to Blue Diamond, to the Late Night Trailhead, because there's just so many great trails to choose from. Especially that one. I don't care what your skill level is. That one is so freaking rad. I think I did just over 10 miles with both loops. So I'm not sure what it would be for just the one. I think the beginner loop is obviously shorter than if you add in the Cactus Slalom at the end. Hopefully I can make this a somewhat short video, but you know, my goal is to show the whole thing. That way there's no cherry picking, there's no surprises. It's a beautiful day. I'm at the alternate lot in the dirt. Most of the time I usually park over in the main lot, but today and yesterday it was too full. I don't like to park the van nose in parking lots like that, because without fail, somebody with an also a long vehicle will park directly behind you, or maybe like one spot over from behind you, and then you can't back out. So I usually always back in, whether I'm in this or my truck or whatever, but it's just too full over there, and I don't want to block the trail in the one spot where you can kind of back in, because I gotta obviously take everything out of the back of the vehicle. But I'm on the Intense. I need to get a new seat for my Firebird. It's just causing too much pain while I'm riding. I've got some nerve stuff anyway going on in my back, is what I'm assuming it is. What is that like? Sort of feels like cold, wet. I was gonna say cold, wet water. Cold water running down my legs. So I think that's nerves. I'm gonna load the bike up. I'm actually leaving my quad here in Vegas. It's got a lot wrong with it. Hopefully get it fixed. But that's nice, because now I don't have to shove it in the back of the van. A little bit TMI or whatever, too much information, but maybe I'll show a picture of my quad wedged in the side door of this van. So it fits. It'd be cool to do a hydraulic bed, and then that way if I ever did want to bring my quad somewhere, I could just lift the bed up and fit it in, because this is I measured, it's 36 inches from this to the drawer down here. I do have plans of actually redoing the van, and I'm going to take out the drawers. Sorry, my hand's shaking. I'm going to take out the drawers, take out the insulation, and put the drawers directly on the floor. So I'll gain back 2 inches of height. So that'll be a bonus. But I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want to build the van up, because I like having it open in the center, like not being stuffed. Like I personally don't like it when it's like you have this very narrow section to get into the van and then no room to do, you know, it's just like you're either sitting or, yeah, basically you're sitting. And you have to like weasel around each other. Just for me personally, I like it kind of a more wide open space. But anyway, that was entirely way too much freaking information, but that lets you know how my brain works. It's like all squirrely McGirly. But yeah, all right. Oh, I'm gonna try and get some more trails filmed in Havasu and start, because I've got, I think I have 2 now, and there's so many more to do, so I'm gonna try getting cracking on that. Yeah.